Hello and welcome to the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya. I'm Gülər Hətamova. On April 24, President of Azerbaijan Ilham met in Beijing with Sun Hailan, chairman of the Board of China Energy Engineering Corporation Limited.
It was noted during the meeting that China Energy Engineering Corporation Limited is currently implementing several projects in Azerbaijan. The company is the contractor for 1 gigawatt offshore wind energy mega project in the Caspian Sea and has also invested in solar energy and other projects in the Füzuli district. Song Hailyang presented proposals from his company for cooperation with Azerbaijan with respect to energy corridors. President Ilham Aliyev highlighted the priority and strategic importance of the partnership with China Energy Engineering Corporation Limited. The sides exchanged views on a long-term joint energy planning project. A document concerning this project was signed during President Ilham Aliyev's state visit to China. Discussions also included the potential establishment of an energy research center in Azerbaijan. In addition, they explored possible collaboration in water management, an area in which the Chinese company has significant expertise. Energy China's portfolio spans beyond renewable energy, covering hydrogen energy, energy storage, and the construction of large-scale power grids. The corporation operates 256 branches across 147 countries, is currently executing 416 projects, and holds a 50% share of China's renewable energy market.
President Ilham Aliyev was interviewed by China Global Television Network in Beijing. The head of our state completed state visit to the People's Republic of China on April 24.
A guard of honor was lined up in honor of the head of state at Beijing International Airport. President Ilham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva were seen off by officials.
Azerbaijan enjoys close relations with China, the world's second largest economy and a player with a big reputation on a global scale almost on all the tracks. This was one more time reaffirmed with President Ilham Aliyev's state visit to China. Along with Chinese media outlets of other countries widely covered the state visit of the head of our state.
One of the world's most reputable information agencies, China's Xinhua news agency, Zhenmin Zhibao newspaper with a large network of readers, China's Central Television with 1 million viewers, reputable China Daily newspaper, China Radio International broadcasted in more than 50 languages, Global Times newspaper, as well as other newspapers and websites, posted articles highlighting President Ilham Aliyev's state visit to China, his meeting with President of the People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping, documents signed, and Azerbaijan-China relations, which have been enjoying comprehensive development over the recent years. The news sources noted that regardless of the shift in international situation, Azerbaijan-China relations managed to preserve their dynamics and were raised to the level of strategic partnership by developing based on mutual trust, equality, and beneficial cooperation principles. The publications also touched on Azerbaijan-China cooperation in the fields of economic trade relations, digital economy, green energy, and science and technology. The Chinese media also presented to their readers various reports highlighting remarks from the exclusive interview of President Ilham Aliyev to China's Xinhua news agency. Reputable Reuters and special Eurasia information agencies specifically covered President Ilham Aliyev's state visit to China. The reports state that China is interested in cooperation with Azerbaijan in different fields. They also note that the relations between the two countries were raised to the level of comprehensive strategic partnership, adding that cooperation is embarking on a new stage encompassing green energy, technologies, and regional integration in addition to trade. The reports emphasized that this visit showcases the intention of Baku to expand its ties with Beijing in the direction of One Belt, One Road initiative, and at the same time reflects the cooperation strategy with the European Union. Reputable English news portal posted an article titled China-Azerbaijan Established Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. The article focuses largely on the statements of both leaders. The Europe Today news portal also highlighted the special welcome ceremony arranged for President Ilham Aliyev in China. The article states that the ceremony was held in the magnificent square decorated with the state flags of the two countries, noting that this triumph reflected the strength of the bilateral ties between the two countries.
Azərbaycan Prime Minister Ali Asadov and Turkish Vice President Cevdet Yılmaz held a phone conversation. During the conversation, concern was expressed over a series of earthquakes in the city of Istanbul. It was noted that Azerbaijan, as always, stands close to brotherly Turkey, even in these difficult moments. The measures currently being taken by the relevant structures of Turkey to assess the situation in the region and to eliminate the consequences of the earthquake were discussed. At the regular session of the trial of 15 persons accused of committing numerous crimes as a result of the military aggression of Armenia against Azerbaijan, the investigation of the crimes committed by the Armenian armed forces in the center and villages of the Shushat district was opened. Documents, evidences, protocols of the inspection of the place of incident collected on the crimes committed in 1989 to 1992 were presented. 16 residents of Malibeyli were killed, 6 went missing, 12 were taken prisoner. Furthermore, on 28 January 1992, a passenger helicopter of the Azal Civil Aviation Concern of the Mi-8T type belonging to Azerbaijan flying on the Agdam-Shusha route was shot down by a missile over the village of Kergijahan in Khankendi. 42 people were killed, 3 crew members and 39 passengers. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.